Alrighty, all's looking acceptable there. So, next order of business, yeah, I'm gonna need more ammo for that. I'd probably be fine, but I definitely prefer more. And most of the fights in this run are gonna end up happening in this warehouse. There's so many places for them to get stuck on, and whenever stuff gets all crazy evasion-y later on, you can see why that might be a little bit useful. I guess the nice thing is I didn't even hit the button right at all. Now, I could be wrong, but if I recall correctly, the ammo packs don't even affect this stupid thing. And one relatively effective technique of this is kind of doing this whole curveball thing. If you charge in from the side and, you know, miss terribly. So much easier to do with the braking upgrade. That'll do. And this is basically the only blade I'm going to use, with a very small amount of exception. So the tiny blade isn't worth it because it only does as much damage as a rocket, basically. It's just not worth it. So the 10 extra shots don't actually work out to be any more efficient. And then the Mars, it's friggin' no ammo. That's just not gonna happen. And maybe if I was a bit better with this thing, but as it stands, with how chaotic these fights end up sometimes, it doesn't seem worth it. At least one nice thing about the mines, until at least, I want to say it starts in Last Raven, we don't actually try to avoid them much. And even in LR, they have a tendency to still run into them a lot of the time. Actually, the only AC that I saw that I only saw 2 ACs that consistently managed to avoid the mines almost every single time, unless they were mid-air, which were the 9-ball clone and Demon. Yeah, I don't know why my controls weren't responding there, but whatever. Kind of mashing on the stab the guy button. It's funny, I remember as a kid I always used to have trouble with this guy. And I think it was because I wasn't really sure how to avoid EOs at that point, or even what they were. Because I thought they were some kind of backcannon you could get. Now, from what I saw, you can get some crazy good hits in if you're overboosting with this. But I've never actually been able to land one of those. Doesn't mean I won't try. Almost. I'm gonna have to get a better radiator if I'm gonna give that a go. That'd be really fun if it actually, if I figured out how to get it consistently. A lot of times you can get yourself caught on their shoulder, which is how you can kind of release at the same time with the blade. Which is wonky and would look pretty dumb in real life, but I guess it's the equivalent of just grabbing somebody on the shoulder and saying, hey, I'm gonna friggin' punch you now. Raven Republic's article on these freaking things is amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna give that arena one a shot, but I just want a better radiator first. Granted, I haven't really improved the ammo situation since last time. But oh well, it's not one of the instant game overs anyway.
There are more than we expected. Be careful.
I'm not really sure what their plan is here. Oh, okay, that throws a wrench in the works. I expected that to pretty much instantly kill them with a single mine. So in the meantime, I think I'm probably gonna ignore the little guys until I can figure something out with them. Looks like it takes 2. Back in? Nope. Actually, I have to hit. Never mind. Okay. Good news, Gydos. You're getting a good payday today. Seems to show up. I think it's either an amount of time they have to wait, or... There we go.
Looks like you could use it.
Like, I think if you play crappy enough, he'll just show up early. Because that seems way earlier than he usually does. Whoops, what an accident. Sorry. So yeah, he knows you betrayed him if you kill him off. Yeah, for how crappy of a weapon it is, the Parry Blade is still kind of fun. See if I can nail this guy. Nope. I suppose Comet punching my 1 health here isn't the best idea, but I just want to know. Figure if he's going to kill everything off anyway, I might as well get some practice in here. No. You could get it like half a second earlier. No. See, don't worry, Gydos, I'm helping. Really not trying to stab you in the back, it's alright. Dang, it actually does work that way. Sweet. Alright, well. I suppose I'd actually finish this up then. And since apparently less of them spawn this time, actually not really seeing anyone else here. Yeah, I guess this is the part where he would be telling you, oh yeah, we'll totally work together again. I think you only have one other option to do that. Which is at the monorail. I got a whole 42 bucks. I could have sworn he got an angry email from him. No, because he doesn't actually die. He's still there, you just basically wreck his AC and he gets all pissy. I think he just doesn't offer to work with you again. Which now makes me wonder if he'll show up in the mission or not. I don't know, but I want to common punch more things now. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna need a better generator to pull this off. This guy just goes ahead and kills himself. Now, according to what my friend told me, it's something to do with momentum, as far as how much damage this blade can do. Like, it scales up with how fast you're moving or something. But I don't know if that applies if the other thing's moving real fast. It's like if he OBs into my blade, I don't know what that does. Oh, and another funny thing that I keep forgetting. These stupid things overheat you too. They will give you an actual condition for heat there. Like, yeah, it just launched it up to 100. Man, that's just, like, realistic, sure, but what the crap. I just want to use my friggin' pile bunker here without having some sort of issue. And that's another reason the Mars Blade sucks, is it literally just overheats you for punching somebody. I was originally considering to allow napalm rockets for this run, but I figured, no, that's a direct fire weapon, and there's not really no guns run anymore. So, and these mines are really more of just a harassment weapon. They're not really a gun or anything. Expecting him to go backwards there. So like if these launched instantly and could poise through blades, they'd be fantastic for this purpose. And I'm not actually timing out these mines, though. That's seriously how slow they fire. Like, I could understand if it was something along the lines of, oh, you know, it's a balancing measure, I need to reload for a while, but literally you can't fire anything for like a good 10 seconds or so. Or actually about 7 seconds, if I recall correctly. Seven seems about right. Well, let's give this guy some PTSD, I suppose. Dang. Alright, well. That was incompetent. That also could be why I took him out so easily. His AC is made of tissue paper. Not a step to the right there. So, energy efficiency aside, I might actually end up switching to bipedals. Because I have a feeling that these reverse joints are also causing me a problem by taking too wide of steps. Whatever, I got you anyway. Surprisingly, I'm still standing, he's not. Fantastic start. So we can at least get a little bit of control. Probably gonna need some good force to cool down the generator, or radiator. Yeah, like, that time he dropped in the middle of the mines, more or less. Still only did 200. They hit him, they did about 300 each. So I guess it's just a really small AoE or something. What do we have for missions? That's gonna be more or less impossible right now. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, I can boost the farewell. Because I just want to grab the head for money.
A Raven.
Combat system engaged.
Probably should have thought about the details of actually fighting these guys. What else? See, their parry blades don't suck. Vomit out some mines on these poor bastards. It's like this weird on the mines. Like, yeah, we swear we're a weapon. These mines how mines work, right? I think on my original trial run, I ended up going and trying to parry blade this guy on the left, apparently completely forgetting about the broken bridge. Considering how many times I've been through this game, I can't believe how many times I forget the broken bridge. I don't like what they did, that the broken part is actually on the part that they're clearly not building on right now yet. And it's really just that one part, but they do warn you ahead of time. Last one. This is also one of the ones that you can drop a few of this.
Mission complete. Combat system
It's complete. Jump off the bridge. Now I thought that in this one you actually, or no, in the original, I thought you couldn't actually sell your core until you bought a new one. In this one it seems like, well, you can't actually sell it in the same way, but you have to go and swap out all your ACs, which is a little weird. This one's mostly fine except for the turrets up top, because you still have to get those. And that's probably gonna, yeah. I'm just gonna go for that one.
combat system engaged.
There are 4 generators spaced throughout the factory. Get moving. Target disabled. There are 3 left.
I'm still gonna try to get all these guys in one round, but I'm probably gonna have to go do the bombs first and then circle around for the rest of my money. At the very least, I'd like to clear out
Target
this
disabled.
floor.
2 more to go.
So this does seem to get them all right. It actually hits them. Reload wasn't quite down on him. There we go. No, I didn't get it. I didn't get it, but I didn't have time to keep trying it. Thank you for just standing there.
Target disabled. 1 left. All generators disabled. Now secure the factory.
I scared the factory. Apparently one turret is too much for them to handle. I might approach it from this angle. Up. I'm not sure if that's my controller or if there's a bit of a input delay in them firing.
Destruction of all targets confirmed.
Mission complete. Combat system is engaged.
So that's gonna be impossible, that's gonna be a pain. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go for this one. Just gonna keep saving now because I'm just expecting it all to just crash and freeze at any point. Though, so far I've only seen that in Satellite. So does he... Yeah, so he actually doesn't show up now. If I recall correctly, Guy is actually on this list normally. Alright. Fragile will do just fine.
engaged.
Actually set up pretty okay in this sort of mission.
Raven, security says there are MTs heading this way. We still don't have power.
Radar active. Target's closing.
You know, it's good they didn't bother to turn that on before getting here. So yeah, this blade just tears these guys apart. No problem. As long as Fragile doesn't try to get himself impaled. Or I take unnecessary right steps. So that's that side done, and it's going to be this side, and then it's going to be that side again, and then we're done here. Not even sure what just happened there.
Second wave approaching.
So this kind of awkward in-your-face stabbing is what I'm going to want a shield for. Oh, you dicks.
Third wave approaching.
And yeah, this kind of stuff also is why you want to have the mid-blade instead of the little blade. The little one you'd end up using 2 shots because it isn't quite enough to kill most things. And I want to say it ignores defense or something, or scales up, because it definitely does more than 2200.
Power has been restored. Pulling out.
I sound a little too excited about that.
We're hit. Do something.
Or you can drive. You know, you're already leaving, don't worry about it.
Area secure. Good work.
Just... yeah, that's safe. That's fine.
Mission complete. Combat system disengaged.
Actually, kind of think of it, I don't know how... I don't know, the monorail's to the side of that, so yeah. That's a cool system they have. Sucks they have to go through what appears to be miles and miles and miles of friggin' tunnels to actually get here and get to your easy commute. Technically possible. Probably gonna fail that one though. See if I can buy anything new. Because I don't think there's any... I don't think there's any proper, you know, weapons or whatever that I can use. I mean, besides the mines that would actually do anything for hitting anything in the air. That's really the only reason I allowed the mines in the first place, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna get that radiator, I think. There's some crappy output, though. What am I looking at that for? I don't even know. Gonna get the CR-14. Because I'm seriously running into some problems with overheating from this stupid blade here. Actually, the energy drain... yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. Because the energy drain's so much better. Get some... generic damage reduction. And then with the next bit of money, I'm gonna go and finally get the brakes and turning radius. hopefully can win this one so that I can sell the extensions.
Assistance. Hurry up and find them.
First,
We need help now!
well, that's a problem, because I have to vomit stuff onto these little floating turret things. Blech. As long as these little guys are out of the way early, like, even though they pressure you to going, it's not the button to push. Even though they tell you to hurry up, you have a little bit of time. I don't think their AP actually goes down during this point. I think it's just like if you get there in under 2 minutes, they're alright, otherwise they just die off screen.
Survey team identified. Make sure they get to the escape point.
Over there!
Stab. Stab. Guess mines. Mines are still reloading. Mines are still reloading. Mines are freakishly inaccurate. And he finally dies.
Enemy reinforcements are closing in.
Stop him!
These guys are really a lot of personal investment in their final code inspection here or whatever. Right.
We made it. Thanks for the help.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought there were 2 of them here, and I thought they couldn't fight back.
Mission complete.
Maybe I got them and it just didn't show the blown up animation when I turned away. It doesn't always even tell you when you actually hit something with these mines. Alright. I think that should probably give enough for the turning item. Or the brakes. Yeah, just. I'm just gonna test them off on this guy, and then that'll be it for today. That sucked. Controls are a lot tighter with this braking upgrade. Sure, I call this thing Mecha Kruger. Yeah, not much to say here. This guy's build is pretty basic. Just like heavy frame, shotgun missiles. It's actually relatively challenging if you have a plinky AC. My problem early on is I always like lightweights with a lot of plinky weaponry. Which kind of turned into sort of like a midweight, really heavy armor later on. Just like it still has evasion, still has armor. Frankly, I always like waiting out till they run out of ammo. Let's go for this rocket punch thing with this last blade. Not great because that's still a lot of his health that has to be done with these stupid mines. Yeah, like there, it still did about 1,000 to him, even though these technically don't usually do that much damage. Like as mines, they're awful. Sort of a weird vomit weapon, they're alright. Counterintuitive, but what can you do? And I'm not sure if there's kind of like a stagger feature to them either. Because like I said, when they all combine in one chunk like that, they always seem to do more damage than they should. That mine that went off a few feet away from him, freaking 5. This is just horrible. Which is even weirder, because then if you think about it, for the whole, like, sticking onto stuff thing, for the area of effect, for the way that it scales, somebody had to program all this. So much programming went into such a weirdly specific, sucky, and literally only used, like, twice, I think, weapon. Because I know it's Doral and somebody else that uses them. And neither one of them use them in any actually rememberable fashion. So I'm probably gonna end up going for that one. Actually, you know what? Let me do this one before calling it.
Raven.
Combat system engaged.
I've got a raven on my tail. Help!
Because I can just one-shot this guy. There's a head up here. I want it. So if you kill him right now, there's another guy that shows up way the hell ahead of here. Goes in the other direction and you can almost never catch him. However, if you actually wait for him to round this corner up here, which is interesting because that's why they apparently stuck this part here.
AC pod acquired.
He already passed me. There we go. So if you do that, then he actually comes out of this door and goes the other way.
It worked. They took the bait.
Let's see if dropping those mines there will do anything.
Raven, that one was the real target is heading the other way.
Weird little non-bulk zone. I think his model is the one that they end up using.
Mission complete. Call back.
Makes me wonder if that's the model that they use for the 9 balls in Nexus. Okay. So I've got the Hornhead. Now, I might either... Let me see real quick. It doesn't have a radar. I'm playing VD lately. I keep hitting square for some different menus. So... Okay, it's only minorly more defense, but it's a hell of a lot more cooling. So I think for once I am going to use this head. I pretty much never do. And then get a radar, and then with the next source of income, I'm going to end up grabbing one of the ammo packs here. And this one's going to be the most worthwhile. Where are the radars? Let's grab the best one money can buy. Because there aren't really any extra back parts aside from, that aren't weapons aside from the ammo packs and radars, so I guess I'm going to be using those. And it's about time to upgrade those legs to something that isn't terrible. Might go with those. Actually, no, man. I like these. I'm gonna go for that street enemy setup. Okay. So that's looking a bit better. Pretty tanky, high cooling, so I shouldn't have any bleed out issues. Alright, well, that's that for now. Made decent headway in the arena, got a few missions done. Build's actually starting to come together a little bit. Alright, that's about it then.